Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Den, the show where I go on and on about the things that are on my mind. I'm your host, AccursedTigress, and let's get right into it, shall we? EA has officially come to take my soul. From what I've heard so far, EA had a terrible conference, but we're not going to be focusing on the sleazeballs at EA. We're not gonna focus on that. We're going to focus on Kingdom Hearts because apparently it got delayed into early next year. The release date is going to be January 29th, 2019. So it got delayed. I don't know by how much, because the last time we got a trailer, it said 2018. So it could be by a fiscal quarter or a whole fiscal year. I don't know. I don't really get into economics, so I don't freaking know all that shit. But anyway, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 got delayed. And I have to wonder why. Because the game looks like it's coming along swimmingly, or that it was coming along swimmingly. I'm not entirely sure why Nomura and Square Enix decided to delay it, but they have, and we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer, which kind of sucks. I've been seeing quite a bit lately. I've seen quite a bit of proof lately, I should say. Proof for what we might be seeing from Square Enix. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Final Fantasy VII Remake has been at the forefront of many gamers' minds these past 3 years. Because we've heard rumors of development basically being screwed over, and CyberConnect 2 leaving the project, and Square Enix trying to fix everything that CyberConnect 2 created, or, worst case scenario, completely tossing out 2 years worth of work and trying to start over. But thanks to the little hints and a leak we got from a Canadian Walmart branch, I'm kind of hoping for the FF7 remake to be shown, because I remember there was a picture that got put on the internet, and that picture was of one of the developers, and right behind one of the developers was a screenshot of what can only be the FF7 remake. We had Cloud, and we had a super souped up, bright, shiny, and new Airbuster. And a lot of people claim that they can see Tifa in that picture as well. I don't see her. Maybe I've completely missed her. Maybe I looked over her. I don't know. But I don't see Tifa. But anyway, that picture, that had to be on purpose, my guys. That had to be on purpose. It had to be. There is no other explanation except it was on purpose, and Square Enix was basically saying, hey, it's gonna happen this year. And then the Canadian Walmart website leak happened, and FF7 Remake was listed. So I need, like, okay, Square's website. Square's website has a countdown timer, but it's not the countdown timer that I'm kind of fawning over. It's the texture that they used in the background, the picture that they used in the background. It looks like the texture for Cloud's Buster Sword, like the old, beat up, scratched up metal that it was used for the Buster Sword in the remake trailer, or in one of the remake trailers. It has me so ready. Like, my body is ready. I am Reggie Fils-Aimé. My body is ready. I am ready to see more of this remake. I'm ready. It doesn't even have to be much, okay? Just at least tell us that yes, it's still alive and well, and that it's going to be coming out. Um, However, one thing you definitely should not tell us is that it's going to be out for PS5, because my brother and I smacked down a bunch of money on a PS4, and then I got my own PS4. I got the PS4 Slim, and so basically we've put like over $400 on the PS4. So yeah, I'm not ready to give up my PS4 anytime soon. So Square Enix, please, please, for the love of God, please, for the love of God, tell us it's going to be out either this year, next year, or 2020. Okay, because the PlayStation 4 is reaching the end of its lifespan. It's reaching the end of its life cycle. We've all seen the articles. PlayStation 4 is slowly starting to taper off. Its shelf life is almost up. And that's par for the course, unfortunately, for a lot of console gaming, is that every 7 years the consoles change. Every 7 years a new console comes out, or 7 to 8 years. Every console gets replaced with a new one. So I'm just with this excitement, with this excitement comes an ungodly amount of worry. To know that the Final Fantasy VII Remake could be announced this year. To know that we could have what is essentially another E3 of dreams this year. Just like we did in 2015 when the 7 Remake was originally announced. If we could have that again, just the slight notion of having that E3 of dreams again makes me emotional beyond all belief, because my god, that announcement for the 7 Remake just made me an emotional mess for about a week. But it was the good kind of emotional. It was the fantastic kind of emotional. That kind of emotional where you just can't help but smile every waking moment, because that thought just keeps repeating over and over and over again. It's happening. It's coming. It's real. It's a thing. It's... Oh, man. Just... Again... Right now, I'm grinning ear to ear like a fucking dumbass. But... My god. God. And we have... I think tomorrow's gonna be the day for Square Enix's... Yeah, tomorrow's the day for Square Enix's and Sony's, conferences. And also, when I pointed out the information when I pointed out the hints of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, I should have also added this, but I didn't, because it slipped my mind temporarily. The last time Square Enix had a legitimate conference, instead of a 3-day long stream, like they've done for the past 2 years. Or, sorry, 3 years. The last time they did a live conference instead of a live stream, a 3-day live stream event like they have been for the past 3 years. The last time, I'm so repetitive. Basically what I'm trying to say is the last time they had a live conference was back in 2015 when the Final Fantasy VII Remake and Shenmue 3 were announced. So this can only mean, them having a live conference this year can only mean one thing. Something big is going to happen. Something gigantic is going to happen. And again, it has to be the 7 Remake. They have to say something about the 7 Remake. But then again, it's Square Enix. They've kept a lid on it for 3 years. Or rather, 2.5 at this point. It feels like 3. but it's only been 2.5 because they showed CyberConnect 2's version of the game for the final time at TGS, I want to say 2016. Yeah. It's definitely TGS 2016 where they showed CyberConnect 2's version of the 7 remake for the last time before the falling out. And God, everything in me is just screaming, yes, it's going to happen. But also at the same time, I along with many other people who are looking forward to this, need to kind of step back and try to not get our hopes so high. Because, again, it's Square Enix. If they've delayed Kingdom Hearts 3, then the Final Fantasy VII Remake is also probably going to get the same treatment. Because Nomura is on both teams. Nomura is on the team for the 7 Remake as well as Kingdom Hearts 3, and since Kingdom Hearts 3 has been delayed again, or rather for the first time, I don't know anymore. It's been so damn long. But since Kingdom Hearts 3 has been delayed, the 7 Remake might suffer the same fate. Because Nomura is constantly having to go back and forth between the studios to check in on the development for both games, so... God. But... now there's also a part of me that's saying, well, it could be delayed because of the 7 Remake. So, maybe Square Enix is, like, tipping the scales, as it were. Maybe it's like, oh, hey, you thought this game was gonna come out first? Yoink! Psych! This one's coming out first. Give us your money. So, God, I am so ready. Oh, man. Like, okay. A bit of honesty here. I don't think I'm going to be watching Sony's conference because they're only going to be focusing on 4 games, all 4 of which don't really hold my interest. One of them being Spider-Man by Insomniac. It doesn't really click for me. I mean, I used to be a Spider-Man fan. I used to play a Spider-Man game on the GameCube. I can't remember what it was called, but I was never much of a Spider-Man fan. I mean, aside from one of my old FOs. Aside from one of my old FOs, man. Aside from Felicia, you know, haven't really had any interest in Spider-Man, so, God. And there's also Nintendo's live stream to look forward to, which, I mean, at this point, I think it's safe to assume we're going to be seeing more of a Mario game, maybe some DLC for Super Mario Odyssey at this point, because, let's be honest, Super Mario Odyssey, along with Zelda Breath of the Wild, is basically the flagship title for the Switch. So they a lot like Square Enix with Final Fantasy 15 they're gonna milk it for all it's worth. Speaking of 15, I should probably go back to Square Enix right quick. Episode friggin' Arden. Can we please see something from Episode Arden? I know I'm hyping myself up when I mention this. I know, and I'm going to regret it if it doesn't show up. But please, just give us a little tiny hint. Just a little tiny hint of Episode Arden. Just one. Just one. Just a little, just put the metaphorical Grisel Greens in front of our faces. Just give us something, man. Please give us something. God. Also, wow, what was up with that voice crack? Also, God. Also, I wouldn't mind seeing episode Aranea as well. Now, I know that's a little far. That is a little far off because when I checked the release calendar for season 2, episode Arden came first, and that was at, I think, the tail end of spring for next year. I could be wrong. It was either at the tail end of... actually, wait. No, it might have been at the tail end of summer. Or maybe at the tail end of this year. Yeah, that was it. It was at the tail end of this year that episode art was supposed to come out. So, Sqare, please. Make me cry. Turn me into your bitch. I just want to see episode Arden and the 7 remake. Turn me into your bitch. I will not complain. God, that was some weird terminology I just used. God damn it. Okay. Back to Nintendo. I made this prediction last time in one of my previous episodes where I tried to predict everything, and then my chair started to fuck with me. But anyway, Bayonetta 3, Crash for the Switch, Smash Bros. I mean, that is definitely on the docket. We're definitely getting Smash Bros. We will smash. Nintendo, let me smash. Okay, I'll stop. And possibly something relating to Splatoon, or Splatoon 2, rather, as well. God, this video is almost 20 minutes long. It's gonna be a bitch and a half to upload. Damn. But you know what? I don't give a damn. I'm gonna keep going if I can. Alright, so if you're watching this video instead of listening, if you're watching this video, it's The Witcher. I am playing Witcher 3 right now. And fucking I love it, and there's Geralt, and he is beautiful, and I love him. He's a new FO of mine. Geralt of Rivia. Or the White Wolf of Rivia. I like him. Anyway. Let's see. So, I guess I should pass the question off to you guys. If you are into E3 at all, if you guys are into E3 at all, what would you like to see? I know what I want to see, and I've told you guys what I want to see. Frickin' the 7 remake and episode friggin' Arden. Okay. Gotta keep calm, and not get too excited, because they're probably not gonna show anything. But yeah! Oh yeah, also, sidebar, I suppose. Kingdom Hearts 3 is actually going to have Frozen in it? Like, why Frozen, though? As somebody who does not like Disney princess films, I am confused. I am confusion. I really am confused. Like, out of all of the worlds you picked, Nomura, it had to be Frozen? I mean, really? You could have put Zootopia in. Zootopia would have been great. You could have used those unused Sora designs. You know, Lion Sora. And I don't mean Lion King Sora either. I mean, like, legit, like, lion furry Sora. That would be cool. And also, palling up with, Nick and Judy. That would be freaking great, too. But, I mean, I'm a fucking furry, so anything with anthropomorphic animals is cool to me. But anyway, it has been 20 minutes. I'd better shut up. I'd better shut the fuck up. So, what do you guys want to see for E3? Leave your comments. Leave your answer down in the comments section below. And as always, this has been Accursed Tigress. And I will see you guys in the next round.